There you go, and we'll give you that. You apply the answers to your questions to the different versions of your elevator speech. Now, the way the elevator speech came to be called an elevator speech is, how do you tell somebody, and don't run off yet, we'll get back to you, how do you tell somebody what you do if you meet them, if you walk into the elevator and the door closes, how do you tell them what you do before you get to the next floor? Okay? And we're not selling here, okay? We're earning the right to talk to them longer. And what you want the prospect to do is say, really, tell me more. Really, how do you do that? You want to get them interested in you so that they're asking, and you're earning the right to talk more. You're establishing a relationship, and it helps you to earn the right to talk more. Then you eventually get into a selling relationship. So what we're going to do is take a look at this, and you just plug into the long version based on the amount of time that you have. We're going to just do the short and sweet version. Okay? So take the answer to part 1 and insert the answer to part 5. Okay? So what are your part 1 and part 5?
Women online shoppers, or men who shop for women.
Okay. That's who you're looking for.
Yes. And exposure, money, and building a new customer base.
Outstanding. So you're looking for men and women online shoppers. Actually, we changed that. The other one, okay. You're looking for women businesses.
Women who have a business or a product.
So women who have a business or product who are looking to grow their market share, increase dollars, and build a new customer base. Okay? That's an elevator speech. That's your short and sweet elevator speech. That's outstanding. Now, does it feel weird?
No, now it doesn't.
Not now. Okay, good. Like a golf lesson, if anybody in here plays golf, whenever you take a lesson, it feels weird. You got to do it a few times. So that's the next step with this, is go home, think about this, practice, write it down, say it into the mirror, say it to your spouse, and then, like anything, every master is once a disaster. You will eventually become very skilled at this. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help.
Thank you.
Big hand.
And this was one of the scariest things I've ever done.
Good job. You did fantastic. Okay, I'm going to hand it back over to Tiffany. She's going to talk about unique selling proposition. Then we're going to get up and we're going to exchange our new elevator speeches, and just the last two. So be thinking about that. What's the part 1 and what's the part 5? Okay?
Thank you, Brad. One of the key areas that I work with my clients is to make sure that they create value propositions. Have you ever done this? You met with somebody, they seemed lukewarm enough where they gave you the meeting, you went through your whole spiel, you gave a great presentation, and at the end they said, I need to think about it. And you walked away and you never heard from them again. Has that ever happened to anybody here? Let me tell you what happened. The secret here is that person was not a qualified buyer. And they weren't qualified because you didn't ask the right question up front to see if they were truly interested. Value propositions are extremely important. There are 3 of them, and today we only have time to go into one. But this one value proposition will give you the opportunity to qualify leads to see if they are truly interested. Brad mentioned before, when you're giving this elevator pitch, it is not to sell yet. It's simply to get the opportunity to talk more. The value proposition, if it's given correctly, somebody will say, wow, how do you do that? Your response to this is not to go into how you make the widget. Your response needs to be, is that something you're interested in? If you take one thing from what I say today, make it this. When someone asks how, you say, is that something you're interested in? And then you set up the next step. So the value proposition is a clear and simple statement that focuses on the tangible results and benefits that they can get from your product or service. Focuses on the results and benefits. This value prop that we're talking about here today assumes you are talking to your target market. The elevator pitch that Brad went through We don't know who you're talking to. That's why you need to state it in there. This assumes that you are talking to your target market. So it goes very quickly into qualifying them. If I can show you a way to, you get rid of the pain or solve the problem that they have, would it be worth 15 minutes of your time? When I talk to clients, I said, if I can show you a way to increase the sales of your team, would it be worth 15 minutes of your time? If they say no, they're not qualified. If they say yes, they're qualified. The key is I got to go in there and in 15 minutes demonstrate how I can help them do just that. Very quickly, though, you can qualify leads. When I work with clients, they have about 30 value propositions by the time we're done. Like we were talking with Una, she's going to have different target markets when she's talking to the consumers compared to when she's talking to her